Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. Thank you for joining me today. This is the cute card we're making with this lovely little panda. Isn't it sweet? I really like it. Easy card to make. This is the stamp set Wild and Sweet and we're going to use the panda here. So I've got everything set up already in my Stamparatus, as you can see, and we're going to be stamping using Memento Tuxedo Black because I want to do a little colouring using the Stampin Blend Alcohol markers. So I'm just going to ink this up really nicely, and I know the Stamparatus is retired, but I like it for stamping something like this, and as I've said many a time, I bought it and I'm not going to retire it and leave it to sit in the back of the cupboard. I bought it and I'm still going to continue to use it because I have it and I like to use what I've got. So there we go. I'm just going to double stamp it and there we have our cute little image. So now we're just going to clean our stamp using the Stampin' Chamois and take that off, and now put it back in this little home. And now we're going to stamp our background. And our background here I've got is a piece of old olive, and this measures 14.35 centimeters by 10 centimeters. And we're going to do some tone on tone stamping. So we're going to stamp in old olive, and we're using this stamp set called Sketch Plaid, I should rather say. And you can see here just a lovely image, and I'm just trying to get my piece of cardstock to stay where it should stay, and I'm just going to use a piece of post-it note tape, and that way it won't have a chance to move. So there we are, and I'm just going to place this on top wherever I want it, and now I'm going to give it a good ink up using my old olive. Just make sure I catch all of those pieces, and then down, give it a good press all over. Sometimes I just use my ink pad, as you can see, to help give it a press. And then you can see, this is the beauty of the Stamparatus, is that you can go over it a second time and just give everything a good press again with my ink pad, and when all else fails, you use your fist. So there we go. I'm just going to give this also a little clean up so we can remove it from our the Stamparatus and it won't contaminate anything else. Put the foam mat back, get rid of that, and just put that back in this little home. Now we're just going to bring in our our panel, and we're just going to cut it down slightly so that, you know, I got rid of anything that didn't look exactly perfect or right, or just neaten it up a little bit really. And you can see I'm just taking about 1/2 centimeter off each side, and then I'm just checking my measurements there, and I'm going to just take a little bit off this side as well. And that, sometimes you don't know when to stop faffing, and obviously this is one of those times. Okay, enough is as good as a feast. We're done. Set that aside, check that it fits on our card base. It does, all good. Stick it down onto our card base now. The card base is thick basic white. It's a standard A6 card base. That's an A4 sheet cut in half and then folded in half. There we go. I'm going to bring back our lovely little panda, and we're going to do some colouring here, and I'm going to use the Stampin Blend Alcohol markers, and I'm going to use Granny Apple Green, Crumb Cake and Pecan Pie, and we're just going to, you can see here, using the Pecan Pie here on the branch. And I'm just going to go through, layering down my darkest colour where I think there will be shadows and creases, where it might be darker than in other places. Not being too fussy about it, just some quick and simple colouring, as you can see. Going back over where I think maybe I might have missed a piece. I'm going to go in with my lighter colour now, and just going to blend some of that out like that, and then I'm going to go in with my lightest Crumb Cake here and just blend. And you can see now I'm going in with the darker Crumb Cake, and just as I'm happier with the way it looks, blending things out, and you can see me go back with my light pecan pie, and there we go. And that is going in with the dark again and just faffing about like that a bit. Now I'm just going to add some greenery, again doing the same thing, starting off with the darker colour and then adding anything I need with any lighter. Now the greenery is so small there really isn't much to faff about. And there we go, there's our little image all done and coloured, ready to go. Okay, so we finished colouring our little image here, and then I cut it out using the deckled rectangular dies, which are these here, and now we're ready to start to assemble our little image. Okay, so we're going to assemble a little image, as I said. Now I should say, I'm sorry if you can hear noises outside. I've got the window open, but it's quite warm here in North Lincoln, and without the window open it would just be, I wouldn't be able to film, so I do apologise if you can hear the noises from outside. So I'm just going to take the backings off my pieces here. Okay, and then we're just going to put this down somewhere just like that. So now we just need to tie a little bow, and this is using the lemon lime twist duo ribbon, and we're going to attempt to tie a bow. Attempt is usually the right word with me. Hang on. Not the best at this, I will admit. Some people just seem to have the knack, and they seem to tie the most gorgeous bows, and then you've got people like me who make a pig's breakfast out of it, but we try our best. And the ribbon is cute, and I think it is very forgiving for us those who are unable to tie a bow. So I'm going to use a nice little glue dot, which I've left on the roll. It's always useful. What's wrong with me today? Now glue dots are pressure adhesive, so you need to give them a press down and then they will move. If you don't, they don't. Very simple. Okay, clear the decks, and we have our two little Panda cards. So I hope you like them. If you do, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know, and please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you want the supply list or any information, it's all on the blog post on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.